Okay, greetings, Patriots, Star Seas Lightworkers, of course, our brave military. Welcome to 1776 United. We're in a worldwide and galactic revolution. Now, I'm Alex West in Western Canada. Now, I wanted to get on and just make a video about the amount of layoffs throughout North America, and the there's lists of big companies and corporations that are laying off thousands and thousands of people. And the government is a glutton. Okay, it has been a glutton since its basic conception, and they have built this glut of government workers and these CEOs of big corporations, and now you're starting to see the apple tree start to shake all the rotten apples off of it to make way for the new growth that's going to be coming through. There is many companies, we can go IBM, Amazon, any of the big stuff, Esso, Esso just laid off 13,000 in Calgary. There's going to be another 70,000 being laid off in Canada through the government levels of all different levels. 70,000 are gone. And this is basically this is not a destruction. This is basically a rebuilding of the new frequency and consciousness that we are about to enter. Humanity is done with the slave indoctrination and enslavement of our money, of our health care, of our children, of our, controlling our foods. Everything is coming down. And, you're going to have the Marxist, leftist agitators and crazies out there saying that how Trump is doing such a terrible job of building the economy and destroying the economy. He's doing a terrible job of this, and I never should have voted for him. This is all part of the whole deconstruction. The Marxist leftists don't seem to understand, or they don't have any type of connection or intuition, knowing that this deconstruction of the whole planet has to go down, and it's all being perfectly orchestrated by the commander-in-chief, not just in North America for the commander-in-chief's responsibility. He's going around secretly, visiting all these countries and making deals with them. And, Putin's got his work cut out. He's basically deconstructing and dismantling all the, bureaucrats and globalist puppets over in Europe. And, of course, down in Asia and the Asian Pacific, Australia and New Zealand, it's all coming down for them. And, Trump did a visit into Australia, and he basically, he wasn't there for a visit, and a cup of tea. He was there to say, your time is up, and you're going to be getting handcuffs put on you, and you're going to be getting sent to Gitmo. This is Australia. This is New Zealand. They say that they're stepping down, but they're basically being all arrested. So you're not going to get a real true picture of what is actually going on. You're going to get their narrative and whatever the media has laid out for you, which is bullshit and, baffling bullshit, right? So where we are right now is, like I said before, we cannot play into their lies and deception. The media is going to put a spin on this, saying that, blaming it all on Trump. and they can do whatever they want. Trump is basically doing a masterful job of bringing down the corruption and the trafficking of drugs and little ones, and he's going after the pedos, and he's going after the cartels, and anybody that's holding a bag of crack or fentanyl is their days are numbered, and they're going to be, he said, he says, well, aren't, like they were interviewing him today, and they said, aren't you going to go through Congress or whatever? And he says, no. He says, why should I? He says, these are drug cartels. These are enemy of the state, and we're going to kill them. And that's what we do with drug traffickers and human traffickers. We kill them. And that's exactly what he said. So I am just echoing the words that come out of his mouth, and I think, and I commend him for that. And that's who we voted for. Just remember that, patriots. We voted to get this, all this bullshit cleaned up. People have had enough. And, I'll be the first one to say that, this is a good thing that's happening. That the amount of fat and the government waste, it brings, will be the first thing that brings the country to its knees. And that's exactly what's going to happen. So I'm seeing many, many good things that's going to be on the other side. We are, as a human species, I believe we are going from a indoctrination Stockholm syndrome to a freedom or a free-minded consciousness of a higher level. We're not going to play in their sandbox anymore because, we've just eaten too much sand. And we're moving on to higher and bigger and more technology, and we're, humanity's resonating towards all the new wonderful things that are out there awaiting for us, that Trump and the Alliance and the Earth Alliance and, the three, I call them the three amigos, which is, Putin, Trump, and Xi Jinping, have laid out for us. They've laid everything out for us. They have captured all the monies that were stolen from you. You're going to see banks come down. You're going to see, hospitals come down. Now, some hospitals might stay up because they have been, but you're going to see a whole, if the hospital's lights stay on, it's going to be because it has been completely, the personnel that was in there in the old matrix have all been replaced with the new quantum healing centers that are coming in. And there's going to be many, the old jobs are wasteful jobs, and they do just enough to get through their day. Wasted time, when you phone a government, whatever, it's been happening for years. There's never an answer at the other end. Now it's all automated, and they just sit there and, sit there and eat food all day. And that's what they do. And, this is why it's all going to come down. And the left, the Marxist left and the crazies are going to be screaming, that we don't have a economy anymore. But, I'm seeing, gas prices coming down. I'm seeing all kinds of wonderful things because, there is a silver lining to all this, with the metals and the currencies are going to all, they're in the works of all doing revaluation. We're about ready to kick off with all this new money that has been seized by the Earth Alliance. They have mountains and mountains of gold ready to, place or be put into place, and put gold-backed currency to match that up, to back up the gold-backed currencies that are going to be coming out very, very soon. So, we want the basic dismantling of the old system. And this is what it's going to be. It's going to be like nobody's ever seen before. You're not going to recognize this planet in 5 years. You're not going to recognize it, and everything's going to be changed over with the amount of money and humanitarian projects and stuff like that. We're going to be living in basically a beautiful, you know, Pandora type setting. It's going to be absolutely gorgeous. Where there's, they're already starting to do things, and there will be no negative um, operators or dark elements out there to get in our way anymore. Humanity's everybody's gravitating towards these new expectations that are coming, and it's very, very exciting to see how many people are actually waking up to this. And there's so many others. I think the big majority of this population of humanity is going to wake up when the EBS does get hit, and when the banks do crash. There's going to be a crash like they've never seen before, and there's going to be a lot of them that they're going to have to go through that pain of not knowing what's going on, and the chaos is going to get pretty crazy. And I'm already feeling it now. I'm already starting to see it now. So, but I want all the patriots out there to remember one thing. This is all by design. This is all a military operation to bring down all the filth, and shake off and basically get rid of everything that was bad about this planet. And it's all going to go away. And they're working very hard on it, and when it does crash, everybody's going to feel it. Everybody. So get prepared. Get ready, because it's not going to be pretty for the lefties, for the Marxists, lefties. They're going to absolutely lose their mind, and we're going to see the results of this, and it's going to be organized chaos, and we're going to see a lot of the good things that are coming, that will be coming towards you or for you, and while this chaos is going on. Layoffs are going to go worldwide, and hunger lines are going to grow. And you're going to see those government workers that used to spit in your face and ignore you standing in the food lines with you. And like I said, those people that were doing all this harm and destruction and chaos and agitating, they're not going to be able to walk the streets. They won't. And you know who they are. So, expect that to come, because everybody's going to get dismantled. And then the ones that have been persevering everything through all these hard times for the last 10 years, is all, you've graduated, you've made it, you've graduated, and I want to give you all a 5 stars for that. I want to give you a medal of honor for what you have done and what you have achieved in this absolute biblical time of a new recreation of our beautiful planet. You've survived it, and you are the ones that have been chosen, that's going to come in and be the light in this new world that we are starting to develop. And it's going to be the people. I mean, who really knows how this or where it's going to go? But I know humanity, and humanity's very, very bright and very smart and very resilient to everything that has been going on. And we all had to feel this pain to know that we'll never want to come back to this for another 1,000 years. I know that. We're going to move forward with all the beautiful things in there, and we're going to be very, very guarding our prosperity. We're going to be guarding our freedom like our life depends on it. I know that. These dark times right now is putting a brand in your heart and in your mind that this will end, and but it the darkness and everything and the pain will stop through this terrible times, but our memories will remember this for a long, long time. And our little ones that don't know anything of what's going on, they will soon find out through history of what has, what has gone on in these times. Don't forget, the exposure of many, many things are going to come, so prepare yourself for that, okay? And I'm talking a lot of things that are going to be absolutely, people are going to be so shocked that they might end up in the hospital. But remember, the hospitals are going to start getting full. The food lines are going to start getting full. The gasoline could get crazy that way. The lockdowns, there'll be military around. They'll be making sure that everybody's got food. People that didn't load up on grub. And like I says, we're going to go through a really, really dark phase of this, but this is all about cleaning up our beautiful planet and shedding all the old matrix off of us so we can make way for the new world that's coming. And we will see you on the next one.